Look at those speed babies flying across the racetrack. The roar of the engines, the smell of burned rubber. Yes, friend, we are back. Stories from motorsports. Learn about the drivers, learn about the humor. Stories from motorsports. With your host Doug Kenny, learn about the funny moments from behind the wheel. Stories from motorsports. Stories from motorsports. Learn about the cars, learn about racing, and hopefully you will be inspired to get into racing or attend a race in the future. Stories from motorsports with Douglas Kenny and Josh May. Oh!
hmm So yeah, what is your future like? Do you have any good sponsors and do you hope to get into the Cup Series or any of the other series of racing, or are you planning to stay in open wheel and modifieds?
And I'm just kind of taking it one year at a time. Right now, we're doing the modified and late model stuff. I run and operate my own pressure washing business, and I have my hands in a couple other things that I keep myself pretty busy with day to day. But I have some awesome sponsors that have supported me the last few years, and kind of just they wait for me to tell them what I want to do, and then we go from there. But yeah, we're gonna run some more late model races this year. I always like going to the Snowball Derby at the end of the year. I've been able to do that the last couple years. So pretty much everything that I do is getting ready for that race at the end of the year. So like I said, with our new series that we have in Idaho, that should be very exciting. It should pull some more cars out of the woodworks, make some bigger races, and bigger races is more excitement and all that stuff. But kind of just taking it one year at a time, one race at a time, and hopefully I'll get an opportunity to do something. If not, we're just going to enjoy where we're at and go from there.
Yeah, definitely. One of my biggest memories in racing that I will always look fondly at, and it was 10 years ago, was when I met Jamie McMurray. And it was like 8 years after that photo finish at Daytona that started
Hmm.
getting my racing ambitions going, and my involvement in the sport. It was great meeting Jamie at PIR and getting to ask him a question on the from the stage while with the microphone, and then getting a signed cap out of him. And interestingly enough, the best part of meeting Jamie was when he asked me for the statistics of his racing career at the time with wins and top fives and top tens. And I listed out three numbers and was lucky enough to find out I was correct because he was
Oh
like,
wow.
"Man, you're good."
Wow. Did your homework, you knew it.
Yep, I did my homework and knew it, but it was like, I sure hope I get this right when I tell him, you know.
Hey, I didn't even have to second guess it. You had it, man.
Yep, yep. So that was the fondest memory for me in racing in 2015, I would say, was meeting Jamie. And then as much as I didn't condone it, I got a little bit of a mortified smile when I saw on the television the Matt Kenseth and Joey Logano incident.
Yeah, yeah. Watch that one live. That was that was wild.
Yeah, I remember seeing Kenseth's interview afterwards where he claimed that he didn't steer right because of a blown tire. And
Yeah.
I looked over to my brother who was watching the race on television with me, and I looked over to my father and I was like, yeah, that's the most interesting way I've seen a tire blow ever, running someone into a corner.
Yep. Whoops.
Whoops. Yeah, and I was not surprised with the outcome that
No,
happened
everybody was
afterwards.
waiting. Yeah.
But that's what happens when rivalries get out of hand and
Mhm.
patience wears thin. Have you had rivalries like that?
I honestly no, I've never had a rivalry like that. Luckily, I mean the days are still young, but I've been pretty fortunate in my careers to not have a run in with any veterans or any young kids or anything like that. So, and I don't want to. Those get expensive.
Yeah, yeah, and it can cost you wins and championships and relationships, which are highly
Exactly. Yeah.
important, which are
Yes.
highly important in the industry. I think the lessons that were brought out of that incident with Kenseth and Logano was, I think for Matt, it was a reminder that as a good person and as a man of God, he needed to, you know, react to things more healthy wise,
Hmm.
and manage emotions a little bit better. And I think for Joey Logano, that was a lesson that he needed to learn about how relationships can affect whether you win a championship or not. And while
Yeah.
it's important, and while you need to be aggressive behind the wheel when needed, if you drive every race like it's the last lap, the goodwill for other drivers are going to wear thin.
Yeah. Yeah. And it will, especially over a big season like that. And they'll make it count when it matters the most.
Yep. And that's why it took place at Martinsville because yeah. I think that it was obvious that was premeditated for a while.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I mean,
Mhm.
Joey kind of wrecked him. So it makes sense. He could have passed him on the outside or went under him. Where was that at? Was that at Kansas?
It
I
was
believe.
Kansas, yeah.
Kansas, yeah, yeah. And he just drove right through him. And, the guy still could have finished second or third, but he ended up on the wrecker. So eye for an
Mhm.
eye at that point, especially at that level. Like, so,
Yeah, it is good though that they're starting to now take a stand against that kind of aggressive
mhm,
driving. We saw
yeah,
Chase Elliott and then we saw, what happened with Matt Mills. And it's like, it's a good thing that they're starting to crack down on that, in my opinion,
absolutely.
because in the end, the bill goes to you as a team
Mhm.
owner and a driver, which would be, yeah,
Yeah, you don't want that.
yeah.
You don't
And you
want
don't
that, though.
want your safety jeopardized.
No, no, no one wants to get hurt doing this.
Yeah. So, what's your hope for going forward overall as a race driver? Do you want to impact fans? Do you want to win races or all of them?
Pretty much all of them just want to, help the next generation and make sure that this stuff is around for the next however long it's going to be here. I want fans to enjoy it. We need to start seeing more fans at all these tracks, uh, making it fun for them again, engaging more. Winning races is awesome. It's better. It's easier to get fans when you're winning races. That's how it is. But I, I'd love to be up in the top three levels. At some point in my career, at least run a truck race. Just I don't want to set the bar super high and then get disappointed because I have been doing this for a while and it's tough. It's harder now than it's ever been. Um, you definitely have to have the best relationships you ever have to get an equipment to really show what you can do. Um, so I guess really just to keep my head on my shoulders and keep my nose to the grindstone and help people along the way, and see and obviously just do whatever you can for the next generation, help the tracks have great followings and make people want to be there.
Definitely. What's the name of your team and where can people find you?
My team name is Limitless Racing. We have a Limitless Racing YouTube video that my media manager Zach Haney does. He does an incredible job doing highlight videos and a bunch of our race day stuff. So um, it would be awesome if you could check that out and show some love to us. But yeah, you can find us all on there, Limitless Racing on Facebook. Follow us there, and you'll be able to see kind of what we have going on for races moving forward.
Sounds good, man. Sounds good. Someone sponsor Dylan and his Limitless Race team.
Yeah, help us out. We'd
Anything
love
to
to.
get him to the track. Yep.
That's it. Anything. We love working with new people, and it's a great time. It'd be really cool.
Yep, short track racing, everybody. Go out to Idaho and watch Dylan race.
Yes, yes. Come check us out.
Yep. So, everybody, I'd like to thank Dylan for appearing on SFM. And also, everyone, want to ask for a moment of silence for race driver Greg Biffle, who tragically lost his life earlier last week at Statesville in North Carolina due to a plane crash. And so, three, two, one. May Greg and his family rest in peace, and we'll see you next time on SFM.